Welcome back to Starman Media, where we focus on wealth, digital strategy, and the systems that control attention online. Today, we're going to be breaking down how the YouTube algorithm actually works. This is not going to be surface level. We're going deep into how the algorithm decides who gets recommended, who gets buried, and how creators can position themselves to grow faster and earn more money. If you understand the system, you can beat the system. Now let's get straight into it. The YouTube algorithm at its core is designed to do one thing: maximize watch time. YouTube makes money by keeping viewers on the platform, serving ads, and delivering content that keeps people engaged. That means the algorithm doesn't favor creators. It doesn't favor subscribers. It doesn't even favor specific topics. What it favors is content that can keep people watching longer and clicking more. If you understand that, everything else makes sense. The first metric you need to understand is click-through rate, or CTR. Every video you upload shows up to a small test audience, either on their home feed or in a suggested video. The title and thumbnail determine whether they click. If people see your video and don't click, YouTube assumes it's not interesting and stop pushing it. But if people do click at a high rate, the algorithm expands the reach. That's why the title and thumbnail are more important than anything else in the first 24 hours. They are the keys to unlocking distribution. But the CTR alone is not enough. Once people click, YouTube wants to know if they stick around. That's where average view duration comes in. If your video is 10 minutes long and people only watch 2 minutes, the algorithm sees low retention and pulls it back. If they watch 7 or 8 minutes on average, the algorithm pushes it harder. YouTube wants proof that your video can hold attention. That means scripting and editing matter, but so does delivering value quickly and keeping people hooked with a pace, clarity, and a payoff. Now let's go deeper into watch sessions. YouTube doesn't just measure how long people watch your video, it measures how your video contributes to the total time they spend on YouTube. If someone watches your video and then leaves the platform, that's a negative signal. But if someone watches your video and then watches 3 more, that's a positive signal. The algorithm rewards content that extends the user's session. That's why strong end screens, playlists, and topic clusters matter. They guide viewers into more videos and tell YouTube your content keeps people around. The algorithm also balances between 3 discovery systems: search, suggested, and browse. Search is keyword driven. If someone types in how to invest in Bitcoin, the algorithm shows them videos optimized with titles, descriptions, and tags that match that. Suggested is contextual. If someone watches a finance video, YouTube suggests other finance videos that people with smaller patterns also watch. Browse is the home feed, where YouTube predicts what you're most likely to click on based on your past behavior. As a creator, you want to position your content to win all 3. That means SEO for search, watch time friendly videos for suggestion, and consistent uploading for browse. Another factor is viewer satisfaction. YouTube now uses surveys, likes, comments, and shares to measure whether people enjoy the video. If people report that they're satisfied, even if watch time isn't perfect, the video can still get pushed. That's why calls to action matter. Asking viewers to comment, like, or share not only boosts engagement, but also feeds back into satisfaction metrics. The algorithm also considers consistency. Uploading regularly signals reliability. It doesn't mean you need daily videos, but it does mean you need a predictable pattern. The more consistent you are, the more data YouTube has to test and recommend your content. Inconsistent channels tend to reset with each upload, making it harder to gain traction. Monetization ties directly into the algorithm as well. Advertisers want content that's safe, structured, and appealing to high-value audience. Finance, business, and technology topics have higher CPMs than entertainment or gossip. That doesn't mean you can't talk about entertainment, but it does mean you should frame it in a way that appeals to advertisers. The algorithm doesn't just push popular content, it pushes monetizable content. That's why two videos with the same views can earn different revenue. Another key element is velocity. The faster a video gains views after upload, the stronger the signal to YouTube. Early engagement tells the system this video is hot. That's why scheduling videos at the same time every day can build an audience expectation. If people know to tune in at 7 p.m., you get a burst of clicks and comments that trigger the algorithm. Think of it as building momentum at launch. We also need to talk about shorts. The shorts algorithm is slightly different. It looks for swipe through behavior, looping, and replays. The key for shorts is retention. Across a 30 to 60 second span, if people watch your short multiple times or swipe back, the algorithm rewards it. For long form videos, YouTube focuses on overall watch time. For shorts, it's about completion rate and replays. Both feed into channel growth, and the algorithm uses them together to evaluate your authority. Channel authority is another layer. The algorithm doesn't just measure individual videos, it measures your channel as a whole. If your past videos kept people watching, your new ones get tested with a bigger audience. If your past videos underperform, your new ones get tested with a smaller audience. That's why focusing on quality and consistency builds momentum over time. You're training the algorithm to trust your channel. Recommendations are heavily personalized. No two people see the same home feed. That means you don't need millions of subscribers to grow. YouTube doesn't blast your video to everyone. It delivers it to people who are mostly like to watch. That's why niche focus matters. If your channel is all over the place, the algorithm can't figure out who to serve it to. If your channel has a clear theme, YouTube knows exactly who to recommend it to, and your growth compounds. Let's also look at external traffic. YouTube rewards videos that bring people to the platform from outside. If your video is getting clicks from Twitter, Facebook, or a newsletter, YouTube sees that as a strong signal and pushes it harder internally. But the real key is how those views behave once they arrive. If they click and bounce, it doesn't help. If they click and stay watching, YouTube doubles down. Another overlooked factor is titles and metadata. While tags have less of an impact today, titles, descriptions, and chapters all help YouTube categorize your video. A clear keyword-rich title helps the system understand where to place your content. Descriptions that include natural language about the topic boost search placement. Chapters and timestamps also feed into the search results. Don't think of metadata as a filler. Think of it as instructions to the algorithm. Retention curves tell the deepest story. YouTube's analytics show exactly where people drop off. If you see a sharp dip in the first 30 seconds, your intro is too slow. If you see a drop before the halfway point, your pacing is off. If people stay until the end and click to another video, you've built a perfect loop. The algorithm reads these signals automatically. Your job is to study the data and improve. Now let's bring this all together. The YouTube algorithm is not a mystery. It's a machine that looks at three things. Are people clicking? Are people watching? And are people satisfied? If you deliver on all three, the algorithm will push your content to more people. If you fail on one, your reach gets limited. The system isn't biased against you, it's biased toward engagement. So, how do you grow? Focus on high CTR titles and thumbnails. Script videos for retention. Build playlists to extend watch session. Upload consistently at predictable times. Target high CPM topics so your growth is profitable. Analyze retention curves and adjust. Encourage engagement to feed satisfaction. And think on the long term. YouTube rewards persistence. At the end of the day, the algorithm is not your enemy, it's your amplifier. If you align with its goals, keeping viewers engaged and satisfied, it will carry your content further than you ever could. The key is discipline, the key is strategy, and the key is consistency. That's how YouTube algorithm really works. If you found value in this breakdown, drop a comment below with your biggest takeaway, because engagement feeds the very system we just explained. Stay tuned with Starman Media, where we break down the moves that build freedom, wealth, and digital power.